welcome back to this episode of Line for Line. Now, I have a quick announcement to make for those of you who have been backed up a bit on Season 3. We actually went through a bit of delay with my co-hosts being available in other places work-wise. So, unfortunately, we did not get to do the rest of Season 3 like we had planned to do it. But what we're going to do is, instead of doing the usual bi-weekly or every week episode, I think what I'm going to do, just to keep things safe for the time being, is we are going to do just whenever the opportunity is possible, then we're going to put a new episode up online for you guys. And we are going to be doing a preview show, which, as you know, contains a minute preview of each track back to back. And then we're going to leave our grand finale at the end, which is a full song round, to keep that open for you guys. And then we're going to see how the competition rolls from there. Okay, enough of my chitter chatter. Let's get down to business. We are going to do a dubstep show today, and I have a very special guest. Her name is Taryn Grobler. I will permanently leave her middle name out because she's embarrassed by that, but she'll let you know why.
My middle name is actually part of my full name, which is Taryn Lee. I don't really enjoy that name because when I was younger, I got into trouble quite a lot, a little bit of a naughty kid, and the first thing that would come out of the teachers' mouths was, Taryn Lee!
Oh, man, I want to listen to me. Listen to me. Come on, that's not funny.
So every time someone says that, I kind of cringe inside because I think I've done something wrong, which I probably have. But anyway, cool. So yeah, Taryn, Taz, whatever, it doesn't matter as long as it's a T. My drive here was fantastic. A little bit of chilled music.
Every day, chilling with you.
Nice early morning wake up, a little bit of a beach mission at a Hoppers 4. No sunrise, sadly, but, you know, still nice to be up that early with the birds. I remember in high school, I think I was in about grade 10, one of our volunteers from Canada came over with a Mac, and on the Mac was a free software of editing. She showed me a random little cliplet that she had put together, and I remember watching it and like falling completely into like a weird mesmerized mode, and I was like, how did you do that? So she showed me, and from then I said to my mom, that's the software I want to get, and that was just editing. And from then, obviously, I don't have the most privileged life where if I want to surf, I'm going to get a surfboard. If I want to do photography, I'm going to get a camera. So I had my cell phone camera and I went crazy with it. I took videos, I took photos, I just went completely nuts until I got my first camera. And that's when I started in high school editing sport days, galas and stuff together, making our class CDs to music, and it just went on from there to realize that I wanted to study film.
Yeah. Welcome to the rest of your life. Come on.
So it's amazing the stuff you can do once you have the dream conceived. The point is not what you have, it's how you use it. So now, last question I would like to ask you before we get into things is the type of topics you want to cover and the type of films that you edit or produce in the future days to come, because I know you were telling me before the show, there's a lot of things like basic stuff we don't appreciate as people, and you were talking about this documentary called Water that had inspired you. Basically tell me a little bit about that, and then also like what are some of the basic things you would like to see addressed in something that you would produce?
So Water, that documentary is all about what water is exactly, how it's made, what it does. It has memory. Water has memory. It's incredible. You know, it's a natural element and people take it for granted every day because they have it. They have a glass of water, they don't even think about what it does for your body. We are made up of water. So when we consume water, we are consuming life. So yeah, it's an amazing thing. You thank water and it gives you more than what you'd ever think it does. So that kind of is something that sparks an interest. I want to take the natural elements of life that people have forgotten, and I want to show them. I want to show them how beautiful it is. I want to show them what it's capable of doing to your soul, you know, and get down to a simple thing like a smile. Everything in life is a ripple effect. Everything moves in waves, and if you're going to go against it, you're going to pretty much drown. like smile at the person next to you, they'll feel good, they'll smile at the next person, that next person, you know, it's all about paying it forward. It's all about positive happiness, you know, that's what moves our world forward. So obviously with my mom running the ministry to abandoned babies since I was about 9 years old, I've grown up with that kind of lifestyle where others come first, which is how it should be, you know, to be humble, to put yourself like everybody else. No one is above anyone. We're all souls and we're all doing the best that we can with the tools that we've got. So seeing that and being involved in all of it gave me a really, really sensitive heart to things that happen around me, to the people, to what happens to people around me. Growing up, I realized that the kind of documentaries I want to make needs to impact people. I went into the movie business. On set and in studio, and I realized that kind of entertainment wasn't the path for me. I wanted to get down and dirty, like in the bushes, you know, put my feet on the sand, put my feet on the earth, make a change through showing people how to get back to their roots, how to reground themselves, how to start afresh, because it's never too late, you know.
I think the last thing I would definitely say on that topic is, like, when you're talking about like the natural elements and everything has a ripple effect, sometimes we think that our actions or what we do for the world or what we do for people, what we do for nature only affects us, when really everything we do affects somebody else.
If I could change at least one person's view, it opens their heart and shows, whoa, you know, there are people in the world who aren't out just to get something in return. They give for the sake of giving. The more you give, the more you have to give. Love is free, happiness is free, smiles are free. It's about giving what you can, giving your help, giving your hands, giving your love, giving your laughter, giving your light.
On that note, we're going to transfer now to the music side of things, and I just would like to ask Taryn why she chose dubstep before we get into these major known versus lesser known artists.
I can't sing, and I would love to sing. I'm a very intense, expressive person, so to be able to like let it all out through dance and music and singing is really awesome. So dubstep for me, there's a lot of beats to it, there's a lot of drops, there's a lot of, as people wouldn't see if they don't like dubstep, there's actually a lot of emotion involved. You let out so much as you just kind of thrust your body, I guess you could call it. Yeah, I just enjoy that genre, that style.
She could pass for Skrillex's sister if she wanted to. No, I'm kidding. But I also told her she has like a look. I haven't showed her to Taryn yet, but she has like a look of an artist I know called Mars Ferrer, who like kind of experiments between like alternative hip hop and pop, but then like sings. Her voice is almost like Lord meets Adele.
Closer than skin, we're so far apart. You draw me in just to know who you are. I see from afar glimpses of you, and this locked door is ajar. Call me in to the depths of your heart's vast ocean. My soul is undone. Call me in to the depths of your heart's vast ocean. Submerged in your love. These eyes have left me blind, and I'm caught up in your mystery. Your love is so divine. I stumble through reality, lurking inside this maze. Lead me to find my way. Will we set stars ablaze? But for now it's a blur. This love is a blur. Your love is a blur. This love is a blur. This love is a blur.
As the show goes, you know the drill. We take more majorly known artists and put them against lesser known artists to see if the lesser known artists are getting underrated or maybe should get more attention than what they're getting, or just to see if they could pick up their quality to maybe reach the standard of the more majorly known artists. Maybe we're overrating some artists. So that's basically just the gist of the show, how we're gonna just evaluate the quality of music and just see what are we really listening to and is it really good enough to get the attention it's getting. We're gonna start off with round one. This is I Love You by Papa San featuring Tyrone Andrew. Here we go.
Nothing like you do. For you, for you. without you.
Keep it on real, yeah. I cannot resist the love without fail. Move over the sins and left with no trail. Love like this could never get stale. Remember the whip, the spear and the nail. Prison life done cause now me get bail. Jehovah God will always prevail. Whether in a fax or FedEx or mail. Gotta have a way out to wipe off your scale. You and me shield, so who shall I fear? How many times you
That was I Love You by Papa San featuring Tyrone Andrew. Up against Break the Chain by Lupe Fiasco, Eric Turner, and Sway.
From the trees we hung, strange fruit man, look at how we swung. How the hell you gonna tell a son who ain't have a father how to try to grow up and be one? See, feel it in my bones and I'm sitting on the throne like a killer with the chrome when I'm spitting on the poem. Shed a whole lot of light on a little bit of home. Bam.
I waited all my life to play. I still can't find a way. But if I work it one more day, I might just break the chain. I might just break the chain. I might just break the chain. I might just break the chain.
Super smart, I kept the reins, thought I was I ain't no paper planes, I'm flying, plus I don't write no more. Sort of on the top, I shave the braids to stay.
I automatically am going to give it to Lupe. Why? Because I think the quality and the build of it was a little bit nicer, even though not as variant as I Love You. I Love You is a bit more kind of repetitive on the hook, but you can't really like feel it as much as Break the Chain. It's a tricky one for me because I think they're almost even production wise, but I do think Break the Chain has a bigger sound, so I'm going to give that to Lupe. What about you, Taryn?
I kind of like the I Love You one just for the sake that I love love. But it had a nice slow beat to it, which I enjoy kind of swaying to. But I'm definitely think I'm going to go for the Break the Chain.
Yeah.
Had a good drop in it, which was nice. I felt my body kind of get in there, so it was cool.
So that's one round to Lupe, meaning the majorly known artists have got 1 point up against the lesser known. And we're going to do now, starting with majorly known, this is Zendaya with Butterflies.
I'm over being under your spell. It keeps blinding me. Was too blind to see. Yeah, I'm not the only one that you tell that I'm the only one. But my heart keeps telling me the perfect lie. You rip me up with every last goodbye. I don't wanna say forever. It's just another now or never. So hard, don't let me trust these butterflies. I don't trust these butterflies. 'Cause they fool me every time. You wanna catch me before I'm gone.
Right, that was Butterflies by Zendaya, up against Breakthrough by Britt Nicole.
But I've been studying you, and now I know you like the back of my hand. And you can't keep me here. I've cried too many tears. Yeah, I've had enough. Now I'm gonna call you bluff. You made your bed, but the stage is set. Get ready, 'cause I'm lighting up you. I'm feeling like a breakthrough is coming. I can't see. Yeah, a breakthrough is coming, coming for me. 'Cause my heart, it was made to fly. Destiny can't be denied. Tired of waiting, I am overdue for a breakthrough.
At first I thought Butterfly, and then I heard Breakthrough. I enjoyed Butterfly because it had her emotion, and then she brought in some acoustic guitar, which I absolutely love. And then she had a nice little drop there. I really liked that drop. Got my head going, and I could actually picture people like doing some really crazy dubstep moves to that.
I'll pretty much go for the same reasons. It definitely had a bigger sound. Like Taryn said, Butterflies, because it was a type of relationship song where you don't want to trust the lies being told to you because you feel like it's been said to other girls 100 times over. So now you don't want to become the victim of that. You don't want to allow the initial butterflies of a puppy love to get into, you know, more complicated stuff. But, and you could feel her emotion in her voice too. But definitely Britt Nicole's a much stronger vocalist and singer, and definitely I think her production was even bigger, even though both were very nice tinge with the acoustic guitar meets dubstep. So I'm also going to go with Breakthrough, which is the lesser known artist. So that's 1 point team Major, 1 point team Lesser. We're halfway through. We're going to get into the next round. This is, starting with the lesser known, Glow in the Dark by Social Club and Gavi.
Glow in the dark like a Yeezy soul. Shine in the night like rain my soul. Either way, we to blame for the kids getting involved. Jesus saves all day and that's all. The new T's gon' make a statement. See me with my brother Marty Mar, we the replacements to the mothers you've been faced with. Face it, Christ King, but that's basic. Gavi up in that spaceship, we vabbing loving that bass hit. Facelift, if you hatin', this what we do. We gon' make it, and my misfit gang gon' take it where y'all scared to take it. Social clubs that will.
That was Glow in the Dark by Social Club and Gavi, up against Who Gon' Stop Me by Jay-Z and Kanye West.
I only like green faces.
This is something like the Holocaust. Millions of our people lost. Bow our heads and pray to the Lord. Till I die, I'm a boss. Now who gon' stop me? Who gon' stop me, huh? Who gon' stop me? Who gon' stop me, huh?
Black cars, black on black, black bras. Whole lot of money in a black bag. Black strap, you know what that's for.
Y'all weed purple, my money purple. Y'all Steve Urkel, I'm open circle. I wrote the verse that I hope I heard you.
Go. Who gon' stop me, huh? Beat the odds, beat the fast. It wouldn't be wise to bet against the cat. Stop me broke, I better get rich. Night shift, 6 to 6, give me one shot, one pot. I show up in all white wearing no socks, no ceiling, new coupe. They know I'm a dope boy, they don't have no proof. I'm 3 steps removed, I know how to move. It's looking like I don't know how to lose. I'm winning again, I'm at the win. I'm at the table, I'm gambling. Lucky.
That was Who Gon' Stop Me by Jay-Z and Kanye West, otherwise known as Watch the Throne, up against Glow in the Dark by Social Club and Gavi. I was banging my head to both, but to be honest with you, I kind of find Who Gon' Stop Me a bit more nauseating and a bit more repetitive. It didn't have as much variance as Glow in the Dark did. I like how Glow in the Dark transitioned from soft chorus moments to more loud pumping moments after in the bridge and stuff. And then also like that breakdown when Fernie came in, started rapping. I like that kind of soft spot as well. So because of more variety, I'm actually going to give that to Glow in the Dark. What about you, Taz?
At first I would have said Who Gon' Stop Me. I sounded really white just then. Because from the moment it went, my body kind of went with it.
Exactly.
But then, like you said, it started to get a little bit nauseating. Like, I thought it was going to get better and build up, but instead it just kind of like took like a very smooth sailing course. Whereas the other one just kind of kept you on your toes.
Exactly.
So I'm going to go with the first one.
Yeah, definitely hands down. I think the beginning part of Who Gon' Stop Me was better, but yeah, they should have done way more with it than Glow in the Dark. All right, so that's another point for the lesser known artists. So Team Lesser got 2, Team Major got 1. So now we're going to start off with Team Major, and this is As Long As You Love Me by Justin Bieber. Here we go.
But I will take my chances. As long as you love me, we could be starving, we could be homeless, we could be broke. As long as you love me, I'll be your platinum, I'll be your silver, I'll be your gold. As long as you love, 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 love. Be a soldier, fighting every second of the day for your dreams, girl. I'll be your hover. You could be my destiny's child on a scene, girl. So don't stress and don't cry. Oh, we don't need no wings to fly. Just take my hand.
right, that was As Long As You Love Me by Justin Bieber, up against Heartbreak by Sean Locke.
How much further can this go? Where's the end of this road? I'm driving slow, and it's taking its toll. Your love I can't believe, patiently waiting for me. You're all I need, and still I make you break. I don't wanna be the one to make you break. Here we go again, I'm crumbling. Every time I walk away, I feel heartbreak, heartbreak. Running with nowhere to go. Nowhere to run but into your arms. Heartbreak, heartbreak. Bang, bang, boomerang, knock me to my knees again. Flashback to when I tried to fight the difference between the lies, warning signs. Bang, bang, boomerang, knock me to my knees again.
Alright, that was Heartbreak by Sean Locke, up against As Long As You Love Me by Justin Bieber.
I am a Bieber believer all the way, Biebs fever. So I'm definitely going to go with him. No, I'm kidding. There's a legitimate reason why I'd go with him. Second one was very same level. I need a little bit of movement, and that was too stiff for me.
Even though the melody was nice, I kind of found the vocal range a tad bit more on the boring side. While I felt like As Long As You Love Me, it was like a word used for the previous round, more instantaneous and more sing-alongable. Yeah, sing-alongable is a word we made up on this show. But yeah, we're going to give that to JB. And for those of you who don't know out there, I actually was mocked in college for being a Bieber believer myself. So, but man, I was saying to Taz during the preview, it feels like he disappeared off the face of the earth for 2014. I don't know.
Where you been, dog? Where you been? You fell off the face of the earth.
Where the kid's gone. I hope he comes back, and I hope he gets over the whatever in the news. Y'all, I don't have to report that, you know what's going on. But anyway, from all you tabloids out there,
Justin Bieber. Pop star Justin Bieber denied he fathered a child.
There is a lot of good that comes with celebrity. You know that. There is also a pretty white hot spotlight, and you found yourself under it recently.
Yeah.
Some headlines.
Set the record straight. None of it is true.
Do you know this woman?
Never met the woman.
No?
So.
Okay. All right. Well, obviously, this is what comes along with
exactly.
life in the fast lane, as they say.
That is going to be another one for Team Major, which means we are tied as we get into the final two rounds here. So let's see what happens. Team Lesser or Team Major is gonna win. Let's see. All right, getting into the second to last round. This is Jesus Music Karak Dubstep Remix. Hope I pronounced that right. By Lecrae.
What?
Glorify the Lord with what we listen to. Okay. Keep it looking out the views, 'cause every one of my tunes is screaming Jesus, Jesus. Okay. Riding with my top down. Got us screaming Jesus out the window while we changing lanes. Riding with my top down, listening to this Jesus music. Riding with my top down, listening to this. While we just riding with my top down, 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 listening to this. While we just riding with my top down, listening to this Jesus. Riding with my top down, top down, riding with my.
That was Jesus Music Karak Dubstep Remix by Lecrae, which, just as a bonus note, that is an older track. But Lecrae did have the #1 album in America for 3 weeks running this year.
Yeah, anomaly, deviation from the common rule.
Yeah, definitely check him out. Up against Wild for the Night by Skrillex, Birdie Nam Nam, and A$AP Rocky.
Now I'm getting changed, people looking at me strange. Like switching lanes, never change, still the same. Get paper, he's on papers. We walk around with lasers, you probably own some tasers. Blame disgrace us. They girlfriends won't date us. Got different whore, I'm pimping whore. You can tell by my pay stub. Getting right, smoking with dirty Sprite. I'm going wild for the night. Being polite, I'm going.
Been a while out for the weekend. Me, myself, and I, my 3 friends. Pillar broken and leaf thin. ASAP finna sneak in. Middle finger to the critics. Me and my Skrillex. You know we finna kill it. ASAP. We the Skrillex. You don't really want that Glock, boy. You don't really wanna feel them shots, boy. You a B-boy, I'm a black boy. I'm a D-boy, I'm a hot boy. 6 shots got me feeling like clock, boy. Party all night, don't stop, boy. Drunk as fuck and I'm ready to fight. Ballin' for the night, fuck me and play like, boy.
Wild for the night, being polite, I'm going.
That was Wild for the Night by A$AP Rocky, Skrillex, and Birdie Nam Nam. Up against Jesus Music Karak Dubstep Remix. Jesus Music is a tight track. I mean, the dubstep remix. I prefer the original, but...
Riding with my top down, listening to this Jesus
Yeah,
music.
back on the grind again. I know it's been a little while, but it's time again. Folks asking Craig, when you gon' rhyme again? I'm like, hold up, give me time, my man.
The dubstep remix was tight, but unfortunately, again, like Who Gon' Stop Me, a little more on the nauseating side. Wild for the Night had a bit more appeal in the sense where, even though it was repetitive, you got the gist of where the track was going and you felt like you could stick with it. And again, more variance in the verses helped as well. But why does even his nuisance beats sound good? That's the thing I hate about the guy. Even his annoying beats sound awesome.
Yep, Skrillex hands down. I don't think I need to say anymore.
Yeah, that's pretty much self-explanatory. So, Team Major got another point, which leaves the last round either the lesser-known artist, if they win, is going to tie things up, or if majorly known, then, hey, 4-2, what you going to do? All right, this is the final round, and we're going to do full song this time, starting with the lesser known. This is Incorruptible by Becca Shea, and this is the David Thullen remix. Here we go.
someday. Ain't going away unless you're there. You're my on the ground and I'm okay. Determined to make you proud as I finish.
That was Incorruptible, David Thelen remix by Becca Shea, up against the one responsible for dubstep, Skrillex, which is Summit featuring Ellie Goulding.
If you could leave me now
was Summit by Skrillex featuring Ellie Goulding up against Becca Shea's Incorruptible, David Thullin remix. Okay, I'm going to give Taz the floor first on this one and see which full song she preferred.
I don't think that was a very hard decision. No offense to the lesser one. It was a beautiful soundtrack, but Skrillex drops even if he's not trying. He still gets the beat going all the way through, and then Ellie's voice just sold me. So the combination of them together, it's a good one.
Like I told Taz while listening, my favorite part is the bridge of that song, where he took Ellie's vocals and chopped it up to fit the notes of the song structure. That was crazy for me. So, and by the way, I usually have that part on repeat for a lot. That, and then of course I prefer the original version of Incorruptible up. As opposed to the David Thullin dubstep remix. So, in light of things, that means the major known have gotten a 4-2 victory over the lesser known artists. Now, anything you want to say about the lesser known artists being featured on this show today, Taryn? Do you think where they could improve? What tips can you give them? I remember the main tip I gave was, which I had told you during listening, I felt like the major differentiation was that the major known ones are not afraid to experiment more and to throw in other elements of even other genres into their dubstep. While I felt the other ones they were trying, but they were still like kind of same level playing field and not really as big sounding, maybe as much variation as the major known artists. So what about you?
I think it's definitely all about what moves the people's bodies, like what the majority want to hear, which is something different, something unique, something that's you don't expect. Like Skrillex is unexpected. He keeps his beat, then he drops his beat. He keeps it, then he drops it, then he mixes it, Whereas, like, if you notice with a lot of the less known ones, they kind of keep the same solid thing going throughout from beginning to end with a difference a little bit here and there. But, like, I'm no music professional, so I can't really say much on that, but yeah.
So there you have it, my friends. That was Taryn Grobler, our special guest of the day. But where can people, follow you or keep posted on what you're doing for your future plans for documentaries? Or where would you like them to keep an eye out for you?
Obviously, the Very Chilled Out Facebook page is where I post, like, a lot of my day-to-day photography that I take. Just Taryn Grobler, you'll put the name online. And then I have a little mini website called Sunshine Media. That's on Wix. Other than that, I'm not much of a social media person, so I just kind of upload them onto 1 or 2 different websites, and then that's me done.
Because I'm also just pretty much Facebook and Twitter, because I prefer real life face-to-face conversations. So yeah, I don't want that to die out even with the growth of technology. So yeah. But anyhow, it's been a pleasure having you on Line for Line once again. This is your host, Josiah Salina, also known as Joe Memo, signing off today. And Taryn, any goodbyes, and then we'll sign off.
Hi, Mom. Bye. A big thank you to Josiah for having me on the show. Very, very cool. Known him since I was a little kid. So yeah, it's cool to see how far he's come, and well done for being awesome listeners, and stay tuned for more cool things. Cheers.
I thought she was gonna say look ma, no hands, like she's riding a bicycle. But yeah, peace out you guys. Chill. This is Breakthrough by Britt Nicole. We'll catch you next time. Bye.
Hate that fear, I've seen you here before. You keep coming back and knocking at my door. For so long, I've been trying to soar, with my hands tied up and my feet held to the floor. But I'm feeling like a breakthrough is coming. Say, yeah, a breakthrough is coming for me. 'Cause my heart, it was made to fly. Destiny can't be denied. I'm tired of waiting, I am overdue for a breakthrough. feeling like a breakthrough is coming. I can't see, yeah. A breakthrough is coming, coming for me. 'Cause my heart, it was made to fly. Destiny can't be denied. Tired of waiting, I am overdue for a breakthrough. Through